Hello, everybody. Astro-Gravitational Report, August 31st. Happy full moon in Pisces. A lot have been going on, including with you. Yesterday, I went through a lot of uploads, downloads at the same time. A lot of purging, a lot of healing. If you pay true attention to this gravity that it comes in, especially within the oppositions, you're the one who actually gonna be learning to cooperate with the both ways of the wormholes created within the gravity. So basically, the ones that goes in and the one that goes out. Basically, you're gonna be like a little bit like a quantum computer that using both 0 and 1 informations, the positive and the negative, the yes and no, but at the same time. So talking about this, you may be going to experiencing a lot of changes within yourself. The mood changes, the emotion changes. As you see it, it's all about healing. But what kind of healing we are talking about here? The mystery of the spiritual healing and the mysteries that are related into the physical healing. That is it about this energy of Pisces and Virgo. And you're probably feeling it within yourself, mm, those energies that are pushing you. But those energy that it's pushing you, they're also pulling you. So what are you going to do between the pull and the push? The one has to go, the new has to come in. And that's what's going to lead into the upgrades. You got to be blessing through what you have right now because of Uranus and Jupiter. They are going, they are moving pretty soon. Jupiter, it's going to be coming a retrograde. So with that being said, up here today, you're going to be probably feeling all these things, revaluations, situations. I mean, we have a lot of oppositions, which is that is the sun with Saturn. We have a Mercury. There is a both positions with the Moon and Neptune from right now. You probably don't see the things. You feel like no directions of life, no situations within life. At the same time, we have a Mars who is already at the almost 2 degree, with a little bit more within Libra, talking about the divine masculine energies, maintaining the balance inside of it. So we're talking about with all this at 6 o'clock in the morning. This energy is going to be intense in there, but you're going to be able to maintain all these energies if you keep the inner peace inside of you. Talking about 7 o'clock energies, the ascendant is going to be at Virgo, increasing in that energy. You're going to feel like, what the hell? With these pressures. So if you're Virgo or Pisces, you're probably gonna feel it the most. Take a look at what you have in the Virgo and the Pisces there, and take a look at what houses they are. Okay, if you need some consultations, the astrology consultations are available to you. Look at the contact form informations into the channel or about in there. But talking about this, if you have, for example, the third and ninth house, friendshipness in the world with the friendshipness within the divine, which is the third and the ninth house. If that is the fourth, the 10th house, that is it about home relationship versus the professional relationships. So, for example, if you have a Pisces that it's in the fourth house, which is you put this spiritual or religious view in there, you have to facing the views of the healing and actually in the real world. In there, if that is the fifth house versus the 11th house, that is the children's growth with your personal growth in the spirit within yourself. So there is a lot of going on within these energies, and it's gonna be lasting for another 2 days. After that, the things is gonna get over. I'm talking about like the moon is gonna be crossing into Aries, and it's gonna begin this new path, new fire, Right now, it's all about purging time. That purging time, you're gonna feel it, specifically talking about at 8 o'clock. You may gonna feel like no friends, no this, no love, no this, and no money, no situations, no money, no honey situations as well. You look at it inside of it. What is stopping you in there? What it's stopping you, what it's blocking you, it is the authority that right now it's teaching you. What did you do in the past and what are you experiencing at the current moment? To prevent you not to experiencing the same wounds, you to not damage yourself as you damaged from before, but to heal the past in you. So, talking about 9 o'clock energy, Ascendant goes into Libra. The midheaven is in Cancer. The thing's gonna get very beautiful because fixing yourself, balance yourself, leads to the balance within the family. That's what this is the beauty. That's what the purpose is. But be mindful about masculine's energy when they're in the negative side. What are you gonna do as negative actions? Because right now Saturn right there, it is in a beautiful energies with midheaven, the inner work that you do. But at the same time, Saturn is in divine energies with Mars. Basically, is teaching you, hey, reevaluate before what happened in there. So, talking about 10 o'clock energies, they're gonna be a little bit more calm down within for. The question will be the 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, that is going to be direct oppositions with Pluto. Resistance to change, resistance to transform. That is going to be leading you to lack of maturity. And this is going to be kind of like one of those situations that we have Pluto at the end of Capricorn, but midheaven it's the beginning of Leo. It's still in oppositions in that position. And that is it. The little child or the little kid does not want to become grown up, does not want to become a pro within. You may gonna experiencing kind of energies that pushing you down. It's like, I gonna fight it, but you have no power. Why? Because you have to do the revaluations. And those revaluations, they're directly connecting with specifically with Mars. I have this masculine energies to keep on going, even if you're tired, even if you things doesn't go well, even if the things. That's how you show up your strength in you. 12 o'clock is going to be interesting. It's going to put more pressures over at Venus and all these energies. As you guys know, Venus, the love, you feel like the love is not there, or the love that it's there, it is based out of the spirit, but it's out of the masculine who takes the lead in there. And the feminine is looking at that beautiful love. Especially that we are right now in the retrograde, that's what the energy is. First of all, it comes the soul, the spirit inside, and then it comes everything else. And some of the feminine who did their inner work, they don't feel the lack of love. Some of the masculine who understand that they become this divine masculine, that doesn't apply to them. But you may gonna have to face it with other people within the collective inside. And you're gonna feel these collective energies. Don't engage with it. You're only an observer. Okay? You're only an observer. So 1 o'clock, this energy is going to be with the sun positions with Saturn, and still these oppositions with the moon. Talking about this restrictions of authority. Oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. Yes, you cannot do. The only thing you can do is focus on your growth. Growth with who? With your intuition, because the moon is sextile Uranus, and talking to Mercury is retrograde. But since we have a midheaven there at 9 degrees, midheaven at 9 degrees and the sun at 8 degrees of Virgo, they are actually sextiling Jupiter. And Jupiter is sextiling Neptune. Give you that visions from within. That's what you have to look. Everything is inside of you, not an outside. If you're looking at for an outside help and outside help, that's mean you're codepending on an outside help. You should look at it for an outside help, which is lead you back to look from within. That's what it is. So at 2 o'clock midheaven, it's going to be still at Virgo. There's going to be some tough times because facing all these oppositions, actually, we adding conditional one, that inner work of the healing. It's like, what else I have to heal, whatever I have to do, you know what I have to do. Take the leap of faith of what it was given to you. Take the blind leap of faith within the divine to catch the kite. Otherwise, it's nothing but a problems. And you understand, through the problems, there is only one way. Take the kite. If you haven't looked at the kite, it wasn't. I posted on a Facebook. Probably I'm talking about like 2 days ago. So look at it on a Facebook. You will find what I'm talking about. So later on at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, midheaven is traveling through Libra. There's going to meeting Mars. It's going to activate these divine energies triggers within you. At 3 o'clock, is going to be at the mid Libra. And at mid Libra is all going to be helping Venus in Leo to find the love there, to grow the love, the self-love growth. Beautiful moments because you have to pay attention with yourself. But 4 o'clock energy that it's coming is that midheaven is in divine energies with Neptune. By the end of Libra, when the planet's moving through the end of Libra, we are going to see these mysteries, divine mysteries between the Libra and Pisces. Look at in there. In a sense, we are going to have Uranus there at Taurus. At the same time, what is going to be the divine energies for you? How that is going to be looking at from within? Did you study everything to prepare yourself for the future? That's what the retrograde power is. So talking about 5 o'clock, the positive and the negative energies coming in the same time to play with. Midheaven, it's 13 degrees of Scorpio. That is going to be direct square with 12 degrees Venus in there, in oppositions with Jupiter, that it's squaring Venus. Talking about the growth and love. What love you thought the love is? Money, power, love for the money, more power. What did that lead into it? Tower moments, crashes in life, crashes in spirit. And that's what leads to the internal sicknesses inside. Or you can actually go ahead in there, look at it, that midheaven, you purge all these energies out, you set up a nice energies with Mercury retrograde, you reevaluate the situations, you look at your authority within yourself. That authority is a beautiful energies with Jupiter, you grow in there. But at the same time, the midheaven at Scorpio, it is in beautiful, beautiful trines with the moon in Pisces. You finding the secrets beyond all this. So talking about 6 o'clock later on, midheaven, it's still going to be trining the moon and Neptune, but there's going to be a sextile with Mars. And to that sextile with Mars is going to be this angel wings creating creations in there. They are going to be powerful, but the main object will be the divine learning of Mars with Saturn. What is restrict me or prevents me not to be living in my truth? And it's going to be leading to looking it or lurking it, I would say, in the shadow. So here we go. You understand things, you learn secrets, you learn situations, you getting in there. And what is your expressions within yourself, though? In the next hour, which is 7 p.m. Around there, at that time, midheaven, it's 12 degrees with Sag. That is a beautiful trine towards the 12 degrees Venus at this time. But it's squaring the Sun and Mercury. Be mindful with your expressions around those times. No nasty grams, no nasty messages, not only to others, to your own self as well. Because within your own self, you're going to be doing the things that's supposed to be happening from within you. So it's the same energy is going to be a little bit more increased during the next hour because midheaven it is squaring Mars and all that oppositions with the moon and squaring the moon at the same time. We having a lot of issues of communications. You're like maybe that close to become a volcano and blow everything off and shut off everything inside within you, but also with others. Why? Self-sabotage situations, self things in there. Can you get off of this mode that you are playing, this role module that you play? You're either the hero, the villain, or you're the victim in there. If you get off of that, what is there? Creations. So yeah, you're gonna be creating yourself. So talking about that at 9 o'clock, there's gonna be the energy of powering in this. It's like Mars is like, okay, I'm not perfect, I'm not great. I still need to do things. I'm working on my transformations. That's what Mars trining with retrograde Pluto is there. But midheaven it's at 10 degrees, and it's during that time between 8 and 9 o'clock, you're gonna feel this pressure of the inner work towards Mars. I'm not professional. I'm not that great. I'm not that this. As you look at it within yourself, when you say I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, can you tell, okay, I'm not, but I can do, I can transform, I can change, I can learn, I can see what I cannot do so I can understand what I can do. Beautiful time about this. So 10 o'clock, that is going to be this beautiful energy that we have before at 11 o'clock. But the kite that it's going to be just for a little bit, just a reminder about the kite that was taking the flight. But overall, the energy is going to be pretty good. Why? Ascendant is together with Jupiter, that is empowering Mars and Mercury retrograde. Mercury, it is right now, and trine with Pluto, which is telling you you need to transform. And since the moon and Neptune becomes together, you get the revelations you need. The revelations you need of what you need to accomplish. And talking about that, 11 o'clock, midheaven, it goes into 8 degree of Aquarius, is going to be telling you you need to rebel. You can't change the same things. If you don't change, if you don't rebel, what are you going to do in there? And that is going to be directly divine energies between Aquarius and Virgo. Wherever you have in your houses, whatever you have in these positions, change inside of you is going to be kind of like this power of messages. But that 8 degree of Aquarius, it is opposing the 12 degrees Venus in Leo. You have not healed the love or damage of the love that was from before. You have not looked at it in this. But healing that is going to help you to understand the love. So that's what it was, the astro-gravitational report, guys. Thank you for watching. Come back tomorrow for another astro-gravitational report, guys. Be love.